DVR series mirror has two series, CV series and EV series, which is developed independently by Germans that combines the functions of video recording, photographing, and car reversing system together. There are 7 buttons below the mirror. The button to power button's left is a light sensor, and there's an indicator light on power button's right. The hole at the far left is the microphone. On the right side of the rear mirror, you can see an SD card slot. 32 GB is the maximum memory that the rear mirror can support. Behind the rear mirror, there is a 2-megapixel camera with a 120-degree shot angle. And the range of camera's revolving adjustment is 150 degree in horizontal direction to 160 degree in vertical direction. It can record 2 kinds of videos that are 720p and 480p. EV series has just the 1 power button on the body, which is simpler than the 7-button design of CV series in look, but it configured with a remote controller with 7 buttons. The configurations and functions of these 2 series are the same. There are 4 models in DVR mirror, which are CV043 LABK, CV043 LAIN, EV043 LABK, and EV043 LAIN. The CV043 LABK and EV043 LABK could support 2 ways video input, and the CV043 LAIN and EV043 LAIN could support 3 ways video input. DVR rear mirror can be classified into 2 video input mirror and 3 video input mirror. 2 video input mirror. One is car's front camera that shoots the scene of car's front side. The other is back camera that shoots the scene of car's back side. When you start the car, the cameras begin to work at the same time. When you shift to the reverse gear, the screen will show backup camera display, and the brightness of screen will change with the ambient light. 3 video input mirror. One is car's front camera. One is the back camera, and the other is defined by the user, and we add an interior camera to shoot the scene of car's inside. When you start the car, the front camera and the interior camera work together. When you shift to the reverse gear, the screen will show backup camera display. At the moment, the interior camera stops working and the front camera and back camera starts to work at the same time. The following takes 3 video input as an example to illustrate. Now we have mounted a DVR rear mirror after you started the car. The rear mirror will turn on automatically. The mirror will automatically start the default front camera and interior camera. At the time, the 4.3-inch high brightness display screen is closed, and the user can know whether the camera starts to record or not according to the indicator light on the right of the power button. You can turn on the screen by short pressing the power button. Press record button is to suspend recording and the icon of camera goes black. You can restart recording by pressing record button again. By pressing the left button, you can switch the shooting images between the front camera and the interior camera. You can show these 2 shooting images synchronously on the display screen by pressing PIP button. When starting to record, the mode button, menu button, and right button are not available. After suspend recording by pressing record button, you can enter into menu page by pressing menu button. There are 4 groups of menus. The first group is to set the resolution ratio of video. You can switch between 4 submenus by pressing the left and right buttons and then press record button to confirm what you choose. Press mode button is to switch the second group and you can set the shooting time there. The third group is to set the recording mode, and the default mode is shooting with 2 cameras. The fourth group is to set the menu. You can set the language, brightness, color, automatically shooting, and so on. After exiting from the menu, press Mode button is to switch between recording, photographing, and playing cyclically. When entering into photographing mode, you can press Record button to photograph. At the same time, the camera icon and the indicator light will flash once. Switching to play mode, press left or right buttons, can choose video or photograph. Then press Record button, it will display the video. When the video is playing, press left or right button, can rewind and fast forward. Press Record button to pause and replay. After that, pressing Menu button, it will show up unwanted pop-up menu. Then, press Record button can delete the last recorded file. As well, we could use the remote controller to operate the EV series mirror. Here, we could see the 7 buttons in the remote, which are the same as the CV series mirror's buttons. The operating and functional of the CV and EV series are the same.